nuts. Think.
But we gotta get rid of the scabbits, and the only way the scabbits are going.
I think nuts. Anyways,
until
we
I can
are.
get flea collars and shit again.
We are reacting to Gordon, a Batman fan film from Creative Force Films. Disclaimer: the following the Batman. Okay, I don't know if we watched this before or not. Not an animation. It's live action. I don't know. Anyways, what I do know is I got a cat that you can't see who's off camera right now.
All units in the downtown core, please respond to a possible hostage situation.
What's the damage this time? 10 dead. 12 wounded. 5 missing. 15 dead. I know where the bodies are.
You're volunteer fire department and shit.
Good talk. See you soon, Batsy. Do you have this in purple? You've done good today. I'll take it from here.
I like the noir setting in the film. And the Joker's voice.
You gotta answer my question. Do we have this great job for this picture?
You pray, pray.
That's why we need to know if we have a straight job for this picture.
Most likely you don't.
Those things will kill you, you know. And you with a wife and baby. You really gotta consider the future, Jimbo. Oh, that's right. I forgot. When you're as busy as I am, the faces all begin to blur. That's the problem with workaholics like us. Was their funeral nice at least? Tell me, did you need another little teeny coffin for the kid, or did they just shove them both in one? You know, for a discount. I'm pretty sure I left enough of them to fill a pine box. Your boy made a wrong turn there. I've taken this trip from every dock, bar, orphanage, and pet store in my city. I know it by heart now. And you never forget the way back home. wonder puttering around. What was her name again? Babby? Barnaby? Barbara. That's right. Barbara. Hey, I hear they're doing wonderful things with the handy-capable these days. Who knows? In another 10 years, she might even be able to wiggle her big toe. Anyway, you gotta savor these little moments we have, Jimbo. You never know when they'll be gone. I had Sarah and James cremated together. Their ashes sit on my nightstand by my bed. And then the first thing I see when I wake up, and the last thing I see when I fall asleep. Oh, well, that's awful sweet of you, Jimbo. And as for Barbara, she's strong. She tries not to show it, but
Joker killed your kid and
I know it's tough on her. She wants to move.
See?
When she was a little girl, I'd have to drag her out of every tree in our yard.
Sarah. That's a girl.
No.
Put her in gymnastics.
No. James. And he said, boy. And he said, at the beginning, Joker said, you have a wife with a baby. Oh. What? Yeah, James is Jim Gordon's son. Jim Gordon Jr., who in the main universe was a little psychopath since a child. He killed animals, killed Barbara's best friend when she was a kid.
Then who's Sarah?
His wife.
Then who's Janet?
Well, I know Janet.
He didn't say. He said I had Janet in here, not James.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. If you
She's
listen.
strong.
No. You listen. You over here fantasizing about sex jokers.
No, I heard Janet.
Anyway. You gotta savor these little moments we have, Jimbo. You never know when they'll be gone. I had Sarah and James cremated together.
It sounded like Janet to the first.
Their ashes.
The fuck you didn't.
He did to me.
You going nuts. But in the main universe, Jim, whatever the fuck you want to call him, Jim Gordon Jr., was a little psychopath since birth. He killed animals, killed Barbara's best friend. Then his dad think it's a great opportunity. No. Then his dad thought it was a great opportunity to put him in Arkham Asylum.
You're choking me. You're choking me.
Here, stop saying it's time to hide. You let me do my nerd rant and you ain't hiding. Anyways, so his dad thought it'd be a good opportunity.
Let go of my pajamas.
To no hiding.
Let go.
I let go when you guys stop putting the hood up.
If I want the hood up, I can have the hood up.
Anyways, his dad thought it'd be a good idea.
Let the fuck go of my pajamas.
I'm not holding on to your pajamas.
Yes, you are. I can feel it.
My arms is behind your back. Anyways, his dad thought it was a good idea to lock him up in Arkham Asylum as a little kid right next to the Joker.
I'm listening.
No, you're no hiding.
I'm listening. Why? Can't I hide from... The screen ain't moving.
No hiding still.
You're literally talking. Why do they have to see my face?
Because I do.
What if I feel like being an invert for a minute?
It's called a fucking reaction video for a reason. Even when they pause the videos, they still show their face. But yeah. Let's just say I have to teach you about Jim Gordon Jr. That kid's psychopathic. You ain't hiding now.
I'm going over here.
Just sit on my nightstand
over there,
by my bed.
or over here.
Yeah, I am for a minute.
No.
And the first thing I see when
I'm
I wake
watching
up.
it. I'm watching. Okay, I can't just lay over here for a minute and watch it.
And the last thing I see,
My head is not covered. My eyes can
that's
see the
awful
screen.
sweet of you, Jimbo. And as for Barbara, she's strong. She tries not to show it, but I know it's tough on her. She wants to move.
Jim, smoking can kill ya.
When she was a little girl, I'd have to drag her out of
Why
every
you
tree in
leaving
her
your
yard.
cigarette burning, you dumbass?
Put her in gymnastics
You're
just so she'd have
fucking
a crash
wasting
pad.
it. You lit it for nothing.
It's nice to know I've had such an impact on Gotham's youth. I don't think there's anyone in the city you haven't impacted. Families you've broken, lives you've ruined. I guess we just accept it as normal now. Oh, Jimbo, you really know how to whoop me. You got somebody new up there? Because we are way out. I believe there was nothing we could really do about it. That the system would eventually work, and all of this would end. But it didn't, did it? Damn politicians, am I right? I wish that was it. But it's worse than that. Because I believed in a lie. I believed in a broken system because...
Are we in a room or a truck?
Truck.
Okay, I was about to say, because it sounds like there's tires spinning driving down the fucking road in the background. I was making sure I wasn't
SWAT
going...
van.
I was making sure I wasn't going cray-cray.
No.
As you call it.
Anyway, what the fuck you mean by broken system? You can't give Joker the death penalty. Especially since I believe, since Gotham's in New Jersey, they have a thing against that where you can't give someone who's mentally insane the death penalty. Why? Because they're mentally insane. And that is actually a law in some places.
It's still a broken system, though, because even though they're mentally insane, if they do a crime that's worth the death penalty, most of them still end up with life in prison. So Gotham still is a broken system because the criminals keep getting out.
Okay, they use Arkham Asylum, an old, run-down mental health hospital that has secret tunnels in it, as a prison.
I'm just saying.
That is what Blackgate is made for, and what Gotham State Penitentiary
Still have a
is made for.
broken system with corrupt cops and everything else.
Name one corrupt cop.
I gotta think of its name now. Harvey.
Harvey ain't corrupt. He's a dumbass. There's a difference.
Harvey Bullock.
Oh. Well, okay. I see where you're going with that. Harvey Bullock can kind of be. He ain't really corrupt. Okay, he just try to keep himself alive.
No, he's corrupt.
No. Name how.
He works for the crime families. He gets paid by them. Why being a cop?
Okay, that's only some versions.
That's a corrupt cop.
There's only some versions of Harvey, not every version of Harvey.
It's still a corrupt cop. So Gotham does have a broken system.
Okay, real
Just
life
like the
does.
United States of America. I was about to say.
United States of the military.
Just like the United States of America.
It doesn't sound like you're going to say America.
I was going to say America, and then you said real life does. You interrupted me.
It sounded like you're going to say military.
No, I was gonna
United States of the military.
I was going to say America has a broken system, too, with a corrupt president right now.
It doesn't matter who's president.
No, this one you don't...
Corruption runs worldwide.
You don't understand, though? This one's corrupt, and he'll do what he has to to make sure the rich stay rich
What do you say?
and the poor stay poor because he is part of the fucking rich. We're being controlled by one of the richest men in our fucking country right now. Literal fucking. If you actually do the math and look into all the money he actually has. He's right up there with Elon Musk, the dude that created Facebook, and the dude that created fucking Apple. Now, are we getting back to this or what?
Do we really have to go into politics?
I'm just stating my
I seen
feelings.
what happened when you go into politics. Bad things. Crazy things. Have your face get burnt.
I'm not going into politics, I'm going into my feelings. You gotta understand.
No, it's politics.
I'm anti-government, I don't trust any of
That's
them.
still politics.
They're all gonna fuck up the United States and work to make sure their own agendas are what
Already
happens.
happened, Mom.
Why do you think I said I don't trust fucking government?
We are stopping with the politics.
Then let's get back
Who
to the
gives
video.
a fuck about your belief of government? No one cares. They didn't come here for politics. If you want that, check the 9 o'clock news.
Okay, do we want to talk about UFOs then?
No, I want to talk about you trying to forget.
Or mythological creatures that actually exist?
Bigfoot.
Unicorns.
There, unicorns do not fucking exist. The closest thing to a fucking unicorn that is known to man that they have any images of is a fucking pony. Or a horse.
I can guarantee if you look hard enough, somewhere in this fucking earth, there's a breed of horse that has a horn on its head. I'm not saying they got wings. I'm not saying they got wings,
but
like
I think that's
what people say unicorns have.
With the horns, I think that's more of a medical thing. Like, but I'm not too sure.
I'm just stating that I can guarantee that there's unicorns and what people refer to as unicorns.
I believe that a fucking pony has a horn and can fly when I see a fucking pig fly.
Oh, I believe they can fly when I see pigs too, but I'm not denying that there's probably
She's crazy. She's crazy, people. She needs to go to Arkham.
that breathed fire or what looked like fire, and that's where dragons came from.
I can't say no to that part because I don't know shit about medieval times.
Mothman.
That's just fucking giant moth. That looks creepy. Moths are fucking terrifying themselves. They tear holes in your fucking clothes, make you gotta buy new fucking clothes when they do it.
I was gonna say it's a prehistoric moth. That's the only one left of its species that no one really survived, but I'm not saying it ain't something else like Bigfoot. I'm not saying that he ain't an early prehistoric human that didn't evolve all the fucking...
At least they have pictures of so-called Bigfoot. And that one devil thing, whatever the fuck it's called, that you find on a bridge. The Jersey Devil?
The Jersey Devil, or are you talking about Goatman?
The Jersey Devil. And the Goatman, they have... Yeah. Now you want to see a movie with the Jersey Devil and the Goatman. God damn it. Okay, we got way off topic here. Anyways, high socks. I'm not smoking shit. I'm talking to a pair of socks. I'm talking to the cat named Socks. She's the one who does that shit.
See? This is Socks. He says, am I pretty?
He says, bitch, get the fuck away from me.
He says, let me cuddle Mom now. He says, you grabbed me, now let me.
I believed in the people inside of it.
He says, you got to smell like me, Mama.
But now,
Smell like the other ones.
I'm starting to see things clearly now.
Not like one of the other four. You're not supposed to, even though they live here.
What's that saying? The definition of insanity
What are you, the
is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
No, I'm looking for something for no reason.
You're like having a staring contest.
Where are we
We
going,
have a
Gordon?
conversation, but I'm not looking at him. I'm looking over him.
Like you said.
Can you please stop? The claws hurt. I love you, but the claws hurt.
You want one?
Please stop doing this. Get on my neck.
You gotta savor the little moments. You never know when they'll be gone.
Ow! Okay, get down. You're keeping your claws in my neck. How rude, man. Get off the computer!
I'll talk about for a different reason, but okay.
No, I probably got claw marks if you actually look over here on the side of my neck. From him taking his claws in and out my neck.
Yeah.
I told ya.
Anyways.
You know, it's funny. I don't want to die.
Too bad you are.
That's all you gotta say?
Bye-bye. Have fun in the world.
Like, he's not my Joker. I think they said Barack Obama ain't my president. But they say that's for a racist reason.
No, my Joker's a rat.
Barack Obama! At least we thought things were better with him.
We're going to be hitting a Falcone operation between 51st and Main, the old auto factory. A reliable source says there's human trafficking operation there. If you head in first, get the look of it, and we'll back you up as usual. Commissioner, the escape of the Joker last month. Don't worry about the clown right now. He'll always turn up eventually.
He got murdered.
Jim,
He got executed.
I need to know. After all this time, after all the good we've done, why? Bruce, maybe that would have broken you. But me, I feel great.
He's like, I feel great. Why? Because I'm a fucking cop.
Why? Because he killed my own son.
He's like, why? I feel great about this year. He paralyzed my daughter, murdered my wife and son, makes fun about it, murders a whole bunch of other people. He murdered my cat.
I think that's who murdered your parents. I think that's where the original...
Teenage Runaway Joker ain't. In most of these stories...
How do you know he ain't?
Because there's actually a canon Joker backstory. I was finally one of the three. One, that he was just a crazy psychopath who was always this way. Two, he worked for the mob and then fell into a vat of chemicals. And then the third one was he was a stand-up comedian that became the Joker. His canon backstory is in Batman the Killing Joke, the comic where he paralyzes Barbara Gordon. He goes and gets panels of his backstory, shows that he had a wife. He was a stand-up comedian, a bad one at that. His wife was pregnant. They couldn't pay for the house. He wanted to get them away from Gotham because, you know, it's a cesspool of a city, like everyone says. Anyway, so at the bar one night, he's drinking. He hears these people who work for the mob talk about something. Out loud they are. About how they're planning to break into a place.
You're getting annoying.
Most of the time, the place they're planning to break into is the place right next door to Ace Chemicals. But that place has too much security, but there's a secret way to get in through Ace Chemicals. So, he's like, okay, I need money for my wife. So he joins them in this plan. But on the day of the plan happening, a cop comes to the bar that he's at and tells him that his wife died testing the baby thermometer because of electrical mishap. So he tries to back out of the deal. They're like, nah, man, we gotta do this shit whether you like it or not. So basically saying, we're gonna kill you if you back out. So they gave him this box. Inside the box is a red dome and a cape.
And they can say whatever. Everything still points to the fact that he could have been the mugger that killed his parents trying to get money.
No.
Yes.
No, Mom, it don't.
Yes, Chris, it does.
No.
Yes.
You won't even let me finish. You automatically interrupt me. Batman was Batman before he became Joker. When he was still a normal person.
And he still could have been the mugger as a normal person before he became Joker.
He killed... No! He wasn't!
You don't know that. Just because they don't say that doesn't mean he wasn't.
It's explained in the comics. In the mainstream canon version, continuity.
There can still be more to the story than what they're telling you.
No.
Yes.
No, stop making shit up.
I'm just saying they can still
No, you ain't saying shit. You're making it up. Stop it. Stop trying to take shit from films and put it into mainstream continuity.
No, I'm giving you my opinion, what I thought all along. It's nothing to do about films.
Yes, it does. Ever since you saw the 89 film, you thought this. Anyways, so, let me finish talking.
It's called, you just have to be right because it's Batman.
No, let me finish.
Yeah.
No,
that's why I don't like
let
Batman.
me finish.
Talk, I'm leaving. I'm done. Everything I say before you do Batman told me this.
No.
And I'm giving you my thoughts on it, and you have to say I'm wrong. And that it couldn't happen that way.
Because it didn't.
Just because the comic book doesn't say it went that way don't mean it couldn't have.
Do you not know what the word canon means? But then again, it is Joker, so he could be freaking just making shit up. But then also in another comic, he said that if he's going to have a pass, he'd prefer it to be multiple choice. But most of the time, it's a random Joe. And Joker ain't no random Joe. His name ain't even Joe, probably. Imagine if his name was Joe. No. I can't imagine that. I have to just keep imagining his name as Jack. I don't know why, but Joker seems like a Jack. I just realized... I just realized the name had for a damn card.
Duh, that's because that's the gesture card.
No.
Joker's a clown.
No.
That's why they wrote it that way.
A Jack is a card. Right? They say that he's a jack of all trades. He has a deck of playing cards. Most of the time they're poisonous or sharp. Sometimes they're just playing cards. He plays with the playing cards in Arkham. And his name is Jack. But
That's why he's a clown.
no.
Jack is also the jester in the deck of playing cards.
Alright. And the jester
Get off the computer. Oh.
is one of the most powerful cards in the deck, right? With certain shit, and that's why they don't use it.
They do use it.
Well, in some games they don't.
It's the Joker that you don't use.
Yeah. Because the most powerful card in the deck, where you can beat any card.
The Jack can't beat any card. The Jack's below the King
Yeah.
and the King and the King, Queen and the King in the deck of cards.
Yeah. But the Joker, if I'm correct here.
In certain games, yes, it can beat any card or be any card.
Yeah. So, I get it now. You've named Jack because in the comic I'm going off of, not the movie, because even though you've named Jack in that, I think. Hang on, I have to do some quick research. But okay, I can say the comic. Because the movie came out in 1989. The comic came out in 1988.
Oh. Huh.
His name's Jack, and he's, well, poor. So, if you're taking a deck of cards, he would be below the King and the Queen. Who would it be in this scenario? Most likely Martha.
Yeah, can we finish
Hang
this?
on. Most likely Martha and Thomas Wayne. Later on, the King will be Batman because everyone fears him. And then Jack becomes the Joker. A yin to Batman's yang.
Oh, yeah, can we finish this?
Or yang to Batman's yin. We are reacting to now, I got a pet dragon. It's not a real one. It's by Fishtail. But before that, can we talk about how YouTube knew things stupid? Because on my mom's channel, since you only have like 1,000,
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Since she has not enough subscribe, it won't let her subscribe to more channels.
No, because you can only have as many channels as what your subscribers are subscribed to.
Yeah. So, I find that stupid, because I believe that's a new thing that YouTube introduced. It should be, I should be able to subscribe to how many channels I want to.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to control how many channels I subscribe to watch and get videos from.
Yeah. Because then I'm giving them more subscribers. So that means YouTube getting more what? Money, most likely. Anyways, enough with the bargaining.
Most likely because they gotta make something off the ads too. Sorry, not sorry. If they pay us to run ads on our videos, they have to make some kind of revenue
From the ads.
off them ads
Yeah.
too. Because they're not gonna pay us and not be making money for themselves.
Yeah. Anyways, here we go.
There's a so-called dragon not many people know about. Some people even compare it to Toothless in How to Train Your Dragon. This mysterious creature has been blowing up on the internet and people can't seem to get enough of it. So I have a plan to acquire a mini dragon, build him a jungle dream home, and see how good of a pet he can be by doing 3 questionable activities. But before anything, I have to wait for it to be delivered, which is going to take about 4 days. And while we wait, I'm going to build him a jungle dream home. I'm going to use this old tank. It's about 25 gallons. And in this corner, I'm going to add a board so we can have a little pool area. To glue it down, I use man-made glue so it will stick.
And after it was done, I used a popsicle stick to clean it up. And for the walls, I want to make like a jungly background. To make it, I got some spray foam, soil, and some moss. I spray the foam on the back of the enclosure, and I added...
Ordering. Remember that one time when we ordered fish and they didn't tell us that they were out there?
Yeah, and just left them sitting on the porch in the middle of freaking winter because they didn't tell me my package had been delivered. And I come out the bedroom after taking a nap, and they're just sitting there on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
The fish on surprise fucking live because they were outside in 20-degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
A layer of dirt on top of it. This will create a bumpy surface to give it texture. Crocodile skinks love the jungle floor, so I'm surrounding the tank in it. Then I let it dry for about a day. When it dried, I cut off a lot of the excess foam I didn't really want. After I was done with all the sides, this is what it looks like now. And I realized I cut all the dirt off. So now I gotta reapply it. We're gonna coat this foam with the silicone, and then we're gonna sprinkle the dirt on top of it. I like using silicone because it's safe for our friend. Maybe not. After applying silicone, I spread it around evenly, making sure I get all the cracks. I'm gonna glue some of these pieces on. What you see me gluing down here is tree bark, and it'll give it a natural feel. I made sure to secure them down good, and I also put a few other pieces in different spots. Alright, I'm gonna start covering with dirt now. I put a good coat down because I didn't want to miss any spots. And we're gonna flip it now. Oh! Yo, quit playing with me, bruh. Alright, man. After I finished the background, I glued moss to the wall to keep the humidity levels up. And the reason why is because crocodile skinks love the high humidity. Alright, so I moved the tank into my room, and we're going to start adding a few more items. For the pool area, I added a filter so I can make sure the water stays clean at all times. And I also set up the sprinkler system so our tank stays moist. For the bottom floor, I got lava rocks, some soil, and some moss. The lava rocks will act as a drainage layer and soak up any unwanted water. I put in about 2 inches of rocks to create a nice little layer. Guys, I just realized I was supposed to put this mesh window screen above the rock. I literally forgot. I think I might just take out all these rocks and put new rocks in. I refill the soil and I make sure there's enough in there to reach the bottom of the foam. These guys are very shy creatures, so I'm gonna make them a little cave. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna build a pool area. So apparently these guys like to swim around, so I decided to make a little pool for him to enjoy. Alright, we got our rocks. I'm gonna start layering it inside now. The reason why I put rocks in is so he can get in and out of the pool very easy. And so he doesn't drown and die. I clean up the edge and put some moss right over top of it. Guys, take a look at this. You can see the layers. Alright, I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna fill in the pool now. I get water from my sink and don't worry, I dechlorinate it so it's safe. I filled the pool up very slowly so it doesn't mess up the sand. After I plug the filter in, it's pretty much all done. Oh boy. So we might have a little problem. We are missing a lot of trees. So as you can see, I got a bunch of plants. With these little creatures, it's good to have a lot of cover for them to hide it. Otherwise, they do get really stressed out. So I made sure to get tall plants and also small plants. And to be honest, I wasn't quite satisfied with this layout, so I kind of did some off-camera sculpting. So I may or may not have done a decent amount of sculpting, and I found this piece of wood to where I could make like a little cave and it looks pretty sick. Crocodile skinks don't really like to come out that often, so I made him his own little cave. And on top of that, I got a rain simulator. It's on a timer, so I don't even have to water the plants to keep everything moist. This will also keep the plants very healthy too. And while we wait for a new friend, I put a few crickets in to just roam around. Eventually, he should be eating a few of these. Our dragon should love its home because it has everything he needs. And with perfect timing, we get a knock at the door. Guys, it just came in the mail. Alright guys, this is the moment of truth.
First quick is like, hey yo, check out our new crib. We got a nice place in here.
We're gonna have some. I thought about doing it. I thought Yeah, I thought about going to the Fishman's, buying a couple, and dispatching them to think they got a nice place in a new crib. And once they start moving around, they realize that there's a little leopard gecko that's gonna eat them. Does that mean?
I don't know.
That they think they got a new crib until they realize that there's the big leopard gecko that wants to eat them?
Is eating pigs mean?
Some people say it is, like the vegan teacher.
Because I'm not vegetarian or vegan. I drink milk, but that's because I like milk. And I don't drink no damn soy milk.
No, I don't have my dairy.
Yeah. So you can fully become, like the week of being vegan stuff. That people do to try to become vegan and then they never become vegan.
I'm not giving up my dairy.
No, Mom, if you notice, they say week of trying to be vegan, but then guess what, Mom?
But then after that week, they go right back to eating what they normally would.
Yeah, they never become vegan. So, what's the whole point of...
I guess just to see how vegans survive and what they eat and what the food tastes like.
Okay.
Right here. Oh my god. Oh my god, is he inside here? Oh my god. Guys, there he is. Okay, we're gonna put him inside now. I'm just gonna let him put him right by his hole. I have him. Oh my god. Okay, guys, he's inside the pool right now. You can tell he was really stressed out. He's okay. I mean, he'll come out when he wants to. Guys, he just came out of the pool. He's right there. You can see he has the same pattern as like a crocodile. And also, he has a bulky head, kind of like Toothless. And just so everyone knows, his name is Gerald. Okay? So this is now the next day, and I think he went inside of his little cave to hide. And the good thing is, I don't really see any crickets, and I think he ate them all. So for the first activity, I want to see if he'll eat out of my hand. I got these crickets, and I covered them in coconut. Put some powder on him. Okay, just so you guys know, I don't know if he's actually going to come out or not, but we'll give it a shot. Let me just shake it a little. Oh my god, I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't think he's gonna come out, but I'm just gonna leave this here in case he's hungry. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a few more crickets in. He didn't eat out of our hand, which sucks, but I know he's been eating the crickets because they just be disappearing. I'm just gonna put some in there, and then I'm just gonna let him eat for a little bit. I don't want to, like, stress him.
Out of your hand, it's like, here you go! Less tongue.
Yeah, my hand's putting my hand down here and expecting him not to bite my finger.
I'll be right back.
As he's trying to grab the cricket, knowing that my finger
Keeps doing that.
is going to get bit.
Say what's that called again, Mom? That's eating out of your what?
That's eating out of your hand. That's tongue.
No, stop it. No, go to the eating out of your hand again.
This is eating out of your hand.
This is tongue eating. It's like little chopsticks.
Yeah, you pick the bug or the mouse up with them
We
and
just
you
grab the nose.
feed the reptile. You do not grab the nose because they have bug guts all over them. The other ones have mouse tail good germs on them, so you're not touching the nose with them either.
Grab her nose. Right, well, let me. And you don't know I'm talking about Cat Diamond.
You don't give the cats are watching you because the cats know them what to hold the fucking mice, so they're like, where's the mouse for me to eat?
No, she's just crackheaded.
No, they're both watching you. They're looking for the mouse because Socks is watching you too, he was.
Good boy. A small boy. Come, boy. As you can tell, people.
Boy that needs a bath because he scratched his head bald.
As you can tell, people, the little brat ain't here. Okay, my brother. So we bored. So this is why we're doing this. When you see that, that's the roach, right?
No, that's a cricket.
Cricket, roach, kind of same thing. A little bit different. That's a cricket. Say, yeah, that cricket. He's like, learning so many new things today.
He likes watching the animals.
While everyone settles in, I want to explain the next activity. So I'm going to make a plane that'll withstand Gerald's weight, and then I'm going to strap him in and see if he can fly. I really want to do this because apparently on TikTok, everyone says it looks like Toothless.
Her eyes are on the inside of the orange.
So I have my materials here. I have popsicle stick, super glue, and some black paper. I first begin constructing the wing. It's a very simple design, and I basically make two of them. I then make this rear wing to match the tail of Toothless. Then I glue everything together with super glue. This part you see me cutting out here is going to be Gerald's harness. His two little feet are going to go in both of these holes. I then securely attach it with super glue. And you can see he's going to fit right inside of this little tube. Alright guys, so we're going to see if it can actually fly now. Ooh, that's good. Yo, that glides so good. To do a realistic test, I got this fishing lure, probably the weight of Gerald. As we have the lure in here, we're gonna see if it can fly now. Yo.
You threw it upside down.
It just broke. I have to fix it. I fix it up and finalize our last repair. Alright, we just finished our pair of wings, and I'm gonna take them out now so we can do the flight test. Okay guys, I'm gonna put him inside of the harness right now. Okay, he's in the harness. We're gonna see if he can fly. Alright guys, so we're on the roof right now. Oh my god, this dog sees
so
me.
animal fucking abuse.
Gerald better not land inside of there. Okay, my goal is to make him land inside of those trees, so it'll hopefully be a safe landing. Think of him and toss that way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hopefully he wasn't actually staring that funny.
Hey. Oh my god. God. Oh my god. Hey. No, Gerald. Gerald. No, you ate him. Hey. Alright, guys. Gerald is gone. Did you eat him? Did you eat him? And for the last activity, I want to do a taste test. For this activity, I only needed wood, a blowtorch, and a skewer. Just recently, I've been curious on what alligator tastes like, but the problem is, they don't live here, so I'm going to see what Gerald tastes like. Alright guys, we pretty much finished. That smells pretty good. So it is cooked to a medium rare. There's a nice little char on it, so it could be a little crispy. I'm just gonna dig in and give you guys a rate.
Don't listen to this guy. We don't eat all lizards. All lizards are friends.
I'm gonna get a nice piece off.
He got scared when he saw him trying to throw the
Guys, no, I didn't cook him. And I'm gonna remake his home and make him an underground tunnel so he can be more at peace. And if you guys want to see a part 2 with Gerald, let me know in the comments because I want to get him a friend. If you guys enjoyed, I have more videos that are equally as questionable too.
No, it's not related to anything in the video. Well, yeah, it's not. Anyways, we are reacting to something about a certain Batman villain who don't get the spotlight that much. Who is the ventriloquist in Scarface, aka Arnold Wesker. By Mr. Rogues.
From the patient files of Dr. Hugo Strange, director of Arkham Asylum. Patient Arnold Wesker, also known as the ventriloquist. The patient suffers from delusions and possibly dissociative identity disorder. What now? Hey, dummy, what's he talking about?
I think he's saying we have a split personality, Mr. Scarface.
What? Come on, Doc. Get out of here with that kind of talk. You saying me and Anya are like, what? Sharing the same body or something? How can we be doing that? Look at us. I'm here and he's over there. I said possibly dissociative identity disorder, Mr. Wesker. Hey, you talk to me, Doc, not the dummy. I'm the boss around here. I will not indulge your silly delusion, Mr. Wesker. You better start showing me some respect, Doc. I see Dr. Arkham has done a very poor job with your case.
You better start showing me some respect.
He has diagnosed you with dissociative identity disorder, Mr. Wesker. But I see no reason why you would suffer from this disorder.
No?
No. So, we ain't got no split personality? People suffering from DID have always experienced severe, repeated childhood trauma. Abuse by a parent, for instance. This is present in all known cases. It is during this abuse that the separate personalities are formed. They cannot be formed later in life, only at a very young age, and only from severe abuse. Mr. Wesker, did you suffer abuse as a child?
Abuse? No.
Trauma.
No, I wouldn't say that I did.
Your parents treated you well?
Oh, yes, very much so.
No abusive uncles or aunts, grandparents?
No, none.
I see. And how about you, Scarface? Anyone ever abuse you? It is possible that the victim represses all memories of the abuse and transfers them to the separate personas instead. Abuse me? They did that. They be taking a swim in the Gotham River with cement boots. Ha ha! So that's a no then. I figured as much. But I had to ask, despite hating to address a block of wood. Shut up! You believe this moke, dummy? Soon as we's out of here, I'm gonna pump his belly full of lead. How cute. There are no records in any of Dr. Arkham's files of any abuse either. Well, sure there ain't, because we ain't been abused. I have to wonder then, why he would diagnose you with DID, Mr. Wesker. Was he really that incompetent? Well, you ask me, Doc. The guy always had us screw loose. A case of the nut running the nut house. You got that right, Four Eyes. I heard he electrocuted the Riddler once. The man must have been completely insane. Well then, Mr. Wesker, it appears that it is up to me to re-diagnose you. A second opinion, huh, Doc? You could put it that way, Mr. Wesker. Stop addressing the dummy, Four Eyes. I told ya, I'm the boss around here. You talk to me. But I am addressing you, Mr. Wesker. Huh?
Huh?
Seems like this Doc's got a screw loose too. You are both, Mr. Wesker. There is no one else but Mr. Wesker. Scarface doesn't exist. You're blind or something? I'm right here. Tell me, Mr. Wesker, did you get bullied in school? Called a geek by the other students? The guys pushed you around and the girls laughed at you? Don't answer that, dummy. Did you feel impotent? Powerless? Never.
Well,
Shut up, dummy. No, you shut up, block of wood. Go on, Mr. Wesker. I swear on my mother, if you tell him anything, so help me God, nothing's gonna keep you safe from me. Don't listen to the puppet, Mr. Wesker. It can't hurt you. Answer the question. Did you get bullied in school? Were you the shy, introverted type?
Yes, I suppose I was. And I did get, picked on. A bit. By the jocks.
I see. And you felt powerless to stop them?
Well, I was. They were twice my size.
What did they do to you?
Oh, you know, the usual. Call me names, give me wedgies, humiliated me in front of the girls.
I see. Did you like gangster movies as a teenager?
Gangster movies?
Yes. Godfather, Public Enemy, Goodfellas, Scarface. Have you seen those movies?
Yeah, sure I have.
As a teen?
I guess I did.
You're a big fan of gangster movies, aren't you? Al Pacino, James Cagney, Robert De Niro. You admire these people, don't you? Or rather, the characters they portrayed.
Well, maybe a little.
No, I think a lot. You escaped into those movies, didn't you? As a teen. You like to pretend that you were these characters, didn't you? These powerful, tough guys. Men that no one ever dared pick on. Men that shot you if you looked at them funny. You wish that you could do that. You wish that you could be them. Well, Mr. Wesker?
Maybe.
Well then, that is how Scarface was born.
Yeah, it is.
He is everything you want to be. And through him, you could become what you always wanted. A gangster.
A mother?
A tough criminal mastermind. A man no one ever dared pick on. Well, except for the Batman, of course. And you despise what you really are. That's why Scarface treats you so badly. Scarface doesn't see you as a pathetic weakling. You do, Mr. Wesker. Biggest load of crap I ever heard. Scarface is not a second personality, Mr. Wesker. He's simply a delusion. A fantasy fulfillment and self-punishment. I ain't no fantasy, ya hack. I'm right here. Right, dummy? I'm right here. Ain't I? I am scrapping Dr. Arkham's DID diagnosis and re-diagnosing you with potential schizophrenia.
I'm pausing this because I'm going to say there are some versions of Scarface who actually may be alive and not a puppet that is used as a puppet. And there's been multiple ventriloquists. There's been like 3 of them, and only 2 of them use Scarface. The original one, Arnold Wesker, and the second one, Peyton Rowley. The third one had their own puppet and some weird shit that wasn't even connected to the original 2, and just had the name, and that's their only connection.
Antisocial personality disorder and borderline personality disorder. We'll have to hold more sessions, though, before I can be sure of my diagnosis.
Well, all right, Doctor.
Well, off you go. We're done here.
Okay.
Does this look centered?
Fuck, I didn't skip to the music in a playlist, Mom.
Before I can be sure of my diagnosis.
Well,